In March of 1985, Women Against Pornography, WAPs, awarded Kimberley Clark, the maker of Huggies, a plastic pig, also known as a Zap, for their diaper commercials, which the WAPs found provocative, even pornographic. Women Against Pornography was founded in 1976 in New York City. They began as a feminist group opposing porn and sex shops and sex work because they felt it degraded women. However, their focus shifted with trends to be about civil rights and then about stopping sex trafficking. However, many feminists did not like the WAPs because they weren't sex positive, and within the group, the heterosexual members were at odds with the lesbian members who felt that heterosexual sex itself was degrading to women. And the civil rights groups weren't fans of them either because what they were trying to do was in fact censorship, and much of the WAP activism had negative consequences to sex workers, which included minorities. So it kind of sounds like WAPs would be right at home on Twitter today, but hopefully with a different acronym. WAP, WAP, POP, that's some wet. So considering the above, it's not really surprising that the companies didn't care or even respond to the criticism of their ads by the WAPs, Huggies included. The allegations about their commercials included that the children were, quote, parading around like beauty queens, unquote, with, quote, provocative poses, unquote, and UPI reported that the objections were due to, quote, little girls in objectifying cheesecake poses which ignore the prevalence and seriousness of child molestation, unquote. Now, if you, like me, had no idea what a cheesecake pose is, here is an example. Thank you, Betty, and thank you, Wikipedia. Perhaps I am mistaken, but it seems like a justifiable pose when selling a diaper. See how it fits, see if baby is happy. The two major themes of disposable diaper advertising since the very beginning has been that it's a leak-proof wearable toilet. Your baby can sit in their own waste for extended periods without risk to your clothes or furniture, and it's so comfortable for baby to wear too. So showing both the diaper on the body and a happy baby face is a bare minimum for diaper ad fodder. Now, as to Betty Grable, she's not selling diapers or swimsuits, she's selling data. The awards ceremony organizer, Frances Patai, received more than 500 nominations for awards, both good and bad, prior to March of 1985. So my guess is that the ad would have needed to have run sometime in 1984. During both 1984 and 1985, the Huggies commercials I found were part of a series in which individual toddlers with professions like rocker or cheerleader or aspiring advertising executive, they all begin with a toddler sitting on the floor acting sad because they're in a leaky diaper.
Here's Jill, one of our cheerleaders. Jill doesn't have much to cheer about because she's wearing one of those saggy diapers that leak. Well, Jill, try Huggies. Huggies diapers are form-fitting, and they're thick and absorbent, with soft, gentle elastic at the leg. So Huggies hug to help stop leaking and help keep babies happy. Now Jill's shouting about Huggies. 2, 4, 6, 8. Huggies diapers sure are great. Right, Jill?
Once they're in a Huggies diaper, they're happy, dancing around. That doesn't really seem very beauty contestant-y, but who knows? The WAPs seem to have a loose grip on reality in this area. However, I did find a Huggies ad that featured a game show theme, but the uploader claims that it aired in 1987.
Huggies presents our Diaper of the Year finals, and this year's winner has the judges going wild. It's Kleenex Huggies Thick Diapers. Thick Huggies score big with more absorbent padding where babies need it most. And there's a fitted, tapered design. Plus, elastic waistband Huggies snuggle up to help stop leaking. It's unanimous. As our Diaper of the Year, Huggies win by a smile.
On the child molestation scale of totally innocent to a Shirley Temple movie choreography, this, in my mind, ranks slightly higher than the cheerleader ad. But what do you think? This may have been the first time a diaper commercial was accused of being pornographic, but it certainly wasn't the last time. In 2014, a Huggies ad that ran in Israel caused some outrage that it was too sexually suggestive, partially because the diaper material was made to look like denim. Is this sexualizing toddlers? And if yes, then more questions. One of the risks of sexualizing children with advertising is that those children then watch the ads. But do toddlers really watch diaper ads? And if babies and toddlers aren't the ones being advertised to, we need to ask if sexualizing toddlers in ads influence parents to purchase Huggies diapers, or is the accusation that the ad producers are somehow pedophiles? What about the parents on set for the toddler models? Are they complicit in sexual objectification of their own children? I don't really have answers. I only have questions at this point. And then in October of 2015, a Reddit user, Spitting Pigeon, who was a mom of an 11-month-old from California named Melanie, accused Huggies of photoshopping a thigh gap onto a toddler in a print ad for a slip-on diaper. Unlike in the 1980s, in 2015, Huggies spokesperson Terry Bullock had to make a statement assuring people that the image of the toddler had not been altered. And Reddit commenters on the original post had already said that their own normal weight toddlers had thigh gaps too. So what are your thoughts on diaper ads? Do you find them too provocative, concerning, just annoying? Do or did you even use disposable diapers or diapers at all? Let's hear it for the EC crowd if you're out there. But that's all for now. Please leave your comments if you have them, like or dislike, and if you want to see more, please subscribe. And if you want to help support my research, you can find me on Patreon. Thanks for watching.